The NHL draft is always full of surprises. Teams reach for players they hope will be the next superstars, while others pass on talented prospects who go on to have great careers. Here's a list of some of the biggest NHL draft steals. Brad Richards. In 1998, the Tampa Bay Lightning had one of the most successful drafts in the history of their franchise, drafting Vincent Lecavalier first overall, and we all know how that turned out for them.
Vincent Lecavalier.
But then drafting Brad Richards in the third round, 64th overall. Immediately making an impact for the Lightning, Richards finished runner-up for the 2000-2001 Calder Trophy. In 2004, Richards helped lead the franchise to its first Stanley Cup championship, setting a record for game-winning goals in a single playoff season with 7. Also leading the scoring race with 26 points in 23 games and earning the Conn Smythe Trophy as MVP of the playoffs. Fast forward to 2014, Richards signs a deal with the Chicago Blackhawks, bringing in his veteran presence. He played 76 games during that regular season, contributing 37 points before playing 23 playoff games and notching 14 points, helping the Blackhawks capture a Stanley Cup.
Who will receive it first? After it is hoisted.
Richards played 1,126 career NHL games with 5 different teams. This highly skilled forward notched 298 goals, 634 assists, for a total of 932 points throughout his very successful career. Miikka Kiprusoff. The San Jose Sharks selected Miikka Kiprusoff in the 5th round as the 116th pick of the 1995 draft. He eventually made his NHL debut on October 24th, 2000, making a relief appearance against the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, although Kiprusoff struggled in his early days with San Jose, eventually losing that number 2 spot to Vesa Toskala, his career took on a whole new life when the Calgary Flames traded for him in 2003. 4 days after that trade happened, he made his debut, making 22 saves in a 2-1 win against the Montreal Canadiens. Kiprusoff finished that season with a record of 24 wins, 10 losses, 4 ties, and a 1.70 goals against average with a .933 save percentage, 4 shutouts, helping the Flames reach the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time since 1996. In 2006, the year after the lockout, Miikka Kiprusoff finished the season with a record of 42 wins, 20 losses, a 2.07 goals against average, a .923 save percentage, and 10 shutouts. He was voted the Vezina Trophy and Jennings Trophy winner because the Flames allowed the fewest goals in the league that year. Kiprusoff announced his retirement September 9th of 2013, finishing his NHL career with 319 wins, 213 losses, 64 overtime losses, a 2.49 goals against average, a .912 save percentage, and 44 shutouts. In the playoffs, he was 25-28 with a 2.32 goals against average, a .921 save percentage, and 6 shutouts. Now, although he never got a cup, Kiprusoff retired as Calgary's all-time leader in wins and shutouts. Sergei Fedorov. In 1989, Sergei Fedorov was drafted by the Detroit Red Wings in the 4th round as the 74th overall pick. At the time he was drafted, Fedorov had played 4 seasons in Russia for CSKA Moscow, where he never scored more than 29 points in a season. Before getting drafted to Detroit, the Red Wings GM at the time, Jim DeVillano, consulted with Steve Yzerman about Fedorov, since Yzerman had played against him in the World Championships. Yzerman told the GM, "He's better than me." And although that may be up for debate, Yzerman was definitely onto something. During Fedorov's rookie season, he went on to score 31 goals and recorded 79 points in 77 total games. That stellar performance put him in the running for the Calder, but ultimately he lost to Ed Belfour. Fedorov would go on to score 30-plus goals in 6 of the first 7 seasons he played in the NHL, and scored 56 in the 93-94 season, finishing 3rd behind Pavel Bure and Brett Hall. That same year, he compiled 120 points, finishing 2nd to Wayne Gretzky. So just how good was Fedorov? He was the first player in NHL history to score every goal for his team in a game where at least 5 goals were scored. How good is Fedorov? Steve Yzerman said he's the best skater he's ever seen. How good is Fedorov? Wayne Gretzky even said he's never seen a player dominate the way Sergei did. That's coming from the greatest player of all time, talking about a player drafted in the 4th round. Fedorov certainly proved himself to be one of the best in the league, tallying 1,179 points in 1,248 career games. During Fedorov's time in Detroit, the Red Wings went on to win a total of 3 Stanley Cups. He also went on to win a Hart Trophy in the 93-94 season, showing off that offensive skill, but he also won the Selke Trophy twice, proving that he gets the job done on both ends of the ice. Jonathan Quick. In 2005, Quick was drafted to the LA Kings in the 3rd round as the 72nd pick. Quick spent 2 seasons at the University of Massachusetts before a fairly rapid rise as a pro through the ECHL and the American Hockey League. On October 24, 2007, Quick enjoyed a minor league moment for the ages when he became the 2nd goaltender in ECHL history to record his first win, his first shutout, and score a goal in the same game. Is there anything better than a goalie goal?
Crawford will go to the bench again. Rene will try it. Rene going deep for the empty net. It is bouncing.
Okay, you're right. Their goalie fights are better, but still, goalie goals don't come by those often. He made his NHL debut against the Buffalo Sabres on December 6, 2007, stopping 15 to 17 shots, chalking up his first NHL victory.
Roy got it back. Here's Roy with a shot. Oh, and Quick reaches out and makes the save.
As a rookie in the 2008-2009 season, Quick got his first NHL shutout on December 23, 2008, in his 4th career start, stopping 24 shots in a 3-0 win against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Quick played 44 NHL games that season, tying a Kings rookie record with 4 shutouts. He also had a .914 save percentage and a 2.48 goals against average. Quick set franchise records in the 2009-2010 season with 72 appearances and 71 starts. His 39 wins that season stood as a team record until he broke that record 6 seasons later. In the 2012 playoffs, he led all goalies with 16 wins, a 1.41 goals against average, and a .946 save percentage as the Kings won their first championship since entering the NHL in 1967. 2 years later, Quick helped the Kings win their 2nd title after a regular season where he won the Jennings Trophy. After his NHL career high with 40 wins in the 2015-2016 season, Quick missed most of the 2016-2017 season with a lower body injury, but rebounded in the following season to win the Jennings Trophy once again. Just for fun, let's look at the goalies that were drafted ahead of Quick and see what they've accomplished. Tyler Plant, Jeff Frazee, Pierre-Olivier Pelletier, and Christopher Westbaum. What, those names don't ring any bells? Right, because none of them ever played an NHL game. Quick, on the other hand, he became the 30th NHL goalie to play 700 games when he helped the Kings defeat the Florida Panthers in a 3-2 shootout win March 13, 2022. Jonathan Quick is still getting it done.
To keep the game going. Saved by Quick! And the Kings win it!
Mark Messier, arguably one of the greatest leaders the NHL will ever see, and a highlight machine. Mark Messier was drafted in the 3rd round with the 48th overall pick by the Edmonton Oilers in 1979. The Edmonton Oilers native slid into the Oilers lineup and scored 33 points in 75 games. But then he built on that with an 88-point sophomore season, and then for the next decade, Mark Messier was a point-per-game player on some of the best teams in NHL history. Messier has won a Conn Smythe Trophy, 2 Hart Trophies, and 2 Lester B. Pearson Trophies. What's most impressive is that Messier helped the Oilers win 5 cups in 7 seasons. Messier played with the Oilers until 1991, and then he was traded to the Rangers, where he spent 10 years and won another cup, making that his 6th ring. In 1,756 games played, Messier totaled 694 goals, 1,193 assists, finishing off with 1,887 points. The man is a legend, and he was drafted 48th overall. Now that is a steal. Thanks for watching our videos. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.